Good day, everyone. I am Mr. Bayo, your mathematics teacher for school year 2020 and 2021. For this week, we are going to discuss all about geometric sequence. Pero bago yun, let's remember this. After going through this lesson, you are expected to demonstrate knowledge and skills related to the sequences. Especially, you should be able to illustrate a geometric sequence, find the common ratio in geometric sequence, and differentiate geometric sequence from arithmetic sequence. So before we start the discussion about geometric sequence, magkaroon muna tayo ng konting recall sa ating last lesson. So last time, we have been discussed all about arithmetic sequence. Okay? Sabi natin doon, arithmetic sequence is a form of sequence where the preceding term was obtained by adding the previous term and a fixed number called common difference. And when we say common difference, a common difference was obtained by subtracting the preceding term to its previous term. Another is we also discuss all about arithmetic mean. Kapag sinabi nating arithmetic mean, it is a term of arithmetic sequence that is between two given terms. Or we can say as, those are the terms between the first term and its last term. At syempre, na-discuss din natin yung arithmetic series. Pag sinabi nating arithmetic series, it is the sum of terms of a given arithmetic sequence. So, para maganda, magkaroon tayo ng ilang example para sa mga sumusunod. So, let's start with this example. What will be the 18th term of a sequence if its first term is 12 and its common difference is negative 5? Sabi natin last time sa arithmetic sequence, we can use also the formula. The formula a sub m, or the mth term, is equal to the first term plus n minus 1 multiplied to d. So from this given, okay, or from this example, the value of a sub 1 here is 12. Okay? While the value of its common difference is negative 5. And of course, our n is 18. And in this case, we need to solve for a sub 18. So, syempre, the equation will be a sub 18 is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 multiplied to b. Substitute lang natin lahat ng corresponding value na meron tayo sa given. For a sub 1 is 12. Here. Okay. Common difference is negative 5. And the number of terms is 18. Now, we need to subtract 18 and negative 1. So it will give you positive 17. Now we have 12 plus 17 times negative 5. So in this case, we are going to multiply 17 and negative 5. So magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng 12 plus negative 85. Okay? Then after that, 12 plus negative 85. Dahil unlike sign sila, we need to subtract the value and copy the sign of a number with greater absolute value, which is a negative number. So therefore, a sub 18 here is negative 73. Okay, so another example. What will be the 20th term of a sequence if its first term is negative 9 and its common difference is negative 7? So try natin siya ngayon. Using the formula, a sub 1 is negative 9 based from the given. Common difference is negative 7. Okay. Then n is 20. And we need to solve for a sub 20 from this sequence. So, gamitin natin ngayon yung formula. Then, after that, substitute natin yung corresponding value. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng a sub 20 is equal to negative 9 plus 20 minus 1 times negative 7. So, unahin natin muna yung nasa loob ng parenthesis. We have 20 minus 1. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng equation na negative 9 plus 19 multiplied to negative 7. So, kapag nakuha na natin yung difference ng n minus 1, we need to multiply 19 and negative 7. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng negative 9 plus negative 183. So, dahil like sign sila, we will just simply add their absolute value. Therefore, a sub 20 is negative 142. Okay, so how about this? Insert for arithmetic mean between a sub 1, which is 14, and a sub 6 is equal to 24. Okay, so balikan natin yung tutunan natin last time. So, we need to use the formula. Yung pagkakaiba lang, ang given dito ay yung first term, which is 14, at yung last term, which is 24. So, dahil given na ang last term natin ay a sub 6, meron tayong possible value for n, which is n is equal to 6. So, kung mapapansin natin, ang nawawala lang is the common difference. Pag nakuha natin si common difference, makuha na rin natin yung 4 arithmetic mean between the first term and our last term. So, let us solve for the common difference. Okay, using this equation, substitute natin yung corresponding value where last term is 34, first term is 14, n is 6. So, unahin natin yung nasa loob ng parenthesis. We have 6 minus 1. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng 34 is equal to 14 plus 5 times d. So, 5 times d, we have 34 equals 14 plus 5d. Next naman, gagawin natin, si positive 14 transpose natin sa kabilang side. Kapag transpose natin siya from positive, magiging negative. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng 34 minus 14 equals 5d. Then, 34 minus 14 will give you 20 is equal to 5d. After that, kailangan mawala si 5 at matira si d. Let us try to divide both sides by 5. So, kapag nag-divide tayo both sides by 5, 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. Okay? So, our d is equal to 4. So, kung ang d natin ay 4, what will be the 4 arithmetic mean? Kung ang first term natin ay 14, insert natin yung 4 na arithmetic mean by adding the first term and our common difference. So, 14 plus 4, we'll have 18. 18 plus 4, we have 22. 22 plus 4, you'll have 26. 26 plus 4, you'll have 30. Okay. Oh, another. How about this? Let's try to insert 5 arithmetic mean between a sub 1, which is negative 15, and a sub 7, which is equal to 15. So, gamitin ulit natin yung formula. A sub 1 is negative 15, a sub 7 is 15. So, dahil given naman yung last term natin, may possible value tayo ng n, which is equal to 7. Then let us all solve for D. Okay? Using this equation, substitute natin yung corresponding value. You have 15 equals negative 15 plus 7 minus D. After this, subtract natin the 7 minus 1. Okay, 7 minus 1 will give you 15 equals negative 15 plus 6 times D. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 15 equals negative 15 plus 6D. Next naman, transpose ulit natin si negative 15. So, kung negative siya, pag nilipat, magiging positive 15 equals 6D. So, 15 plus 15 will give you 30 equals 6D. Then, divide both sides by 6. Okay? So, divide natin by 6. So, 6 divided by 6 magiging 1. Then, 30 divided by 6. The common difference is 5. So, dahil ang first term natin ay negative 15 at ang last term natin ay 15, para makuha natin yung second term, negative 15 plus 5. Dahil unlike sign sila, subtract natin, nakakuha tayo ng negative 10. The negative 10 plus 5, unlike sign ulit, subtract natin, magkakaroon tayo ng negative 5. Then negative 5 plus 5, subtract natin, have 0. Then 0 plus 5, of course, you have 5. And 5 plus 5 will give you 10. Therefore, the 5 arithmetic mean between negative 15 and 15 are negative 10, negative 5, 0, 5, and 10. Okay, how about this? Find the sum of first 10 terms of arithmetic sequence. So, it is a arithmetic series. So, kailangan daw natin yung sum ng first 10 terms. Siyempre, para madali, gamit lang tayo ng formula. So, from the given, meron tayong first term which is equal to 4. Common difference is also 4. And the number of terms is 10. Substitute natin. Substitute po natin ngayon yung corresponding value nila. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 10 over 2 times 2 times 4 plus 10 minus 1 times 4. So, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng 10 over 2. Then, 10 minus 1 will give you 9. 2 times 4 will give you 8. Then, we have 8 plus 9 times 4. So, 9 times 4, magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng 36. So, 10 divided by 2 times 8 plus 36. So, add natin yung 8 and 36. Magkakaroon tayo ng 10 over 2 times 44. Multiply natin. See? We have 10 times 44. You have 440 divided by 2. It means the sum of 10 terms is 220. Okay? Another. What will be the sum of arithmetic sequence where a sub 1 is 12 and a sub 18 is negative 73? In this case, pwede natin gamitin yung second formula na meron lang tayong first term at last term. First term here is 12 while the last term is negative 73. Dahil ang last term natin ay a sub 18, pwede nating sabihin na ang value ng n ay 18. Ngayon, hanapin natin yung sum ng 18 terms. Okay? Substitute natin yung corresponding value. We have 18 divided by 2 times 12 plus negative 73. So, you have 18 divided by 2 times negative 61. Then, 18 times negative 61 will give you negative 1098 divided by 2. The sum of 18 terms, or the sum of 18 terms from the given sequence is negative 549. Or pwede rin tayong magkaroon ng alternative solution. Divide lang natin si 18 divided by 2. magiging 9 times negative 61. Then 9 times negative 61 is also negative 549. Okay, so ngayon, proceed na tayo kay geometric sequence. Kapag sinabi nating geometric sequence, it is a sequence of numbers follows a pattern of multiplying fixed non-zero number from one term to obtain the next term. So, kung si arithmetic sequence is by adding the common difference or the what we call common difference from the previous term para makuha natin yung next term, kay geometric sequence naman, ang kailangan nating gawin ay i-multiply yung non-ratio number na tinatawag nating common ratio sa ating previous term para malaman natin yung next term. Okay, again, in geometric sequence, the non-zero constant multiplied to each term of geometric sequence is called common ratio or denoted by R. Ang common ratio natin can be determined by dividing any term in the sequence by the term that precedes it. So, para mas malinaw, magkaroon tayo ng isang example. So, let us try to identify the common ratio from the given below. So, from the given sequence, we have 1, 3, 9, and 27. So, ang kailangan kasi natin dito, malaman natin yung common ratio. Para malaman natin yung common ratio, yung preceding term, i-divide natin sa ating previous term. So, paano? Kunyari, ang preceding term natin ay 3. Ang previous term natin ay 1. I-divide natin dyan yung 3 and 1. So, 3 divided by 1 is 3. Okay. Next naman, let's say yung preceding term natin ay 9. 9 divided by 3 will give you also 3. And yung 27 naman, divide natin kay 9, will give you also 3. So it means, dahil pare-parehas yung nakuha nating quotient nung dinivide natin yung preceding term at previous term, ibig sabihin, ang common ratio natin is positive 3. Okay. Sige, try ulit natin. Identify the common ratio of the given sequence below. The sequence are 4, 16, 64, and 256. So, let us try to think para malaman natin kung ano ang ating common ratio. Okay. So, try natin kunin yung common ratio na meron tayo sa sequence. So, una, 16 divide 4. 16 divide 4 will give you 4. Very good. So, 64 divide 4, or 64 divide 16 will give you 4 also. Very good. Then, 256 divide 64 is also 4. Okay, so check natin kung tama. Kung kanina, nag-divide tayo para makuha si common ratio. Okay, nag-divide tayo rito. Okay, kung nag-divide tayo dyan, para makuha si common ratio, kung babalik tayo natin yung process para makuha natin yung next term, gagawin natin, i-multiply lang natin yung previous term sa ating common ratio. So, check natin. 4 times 4 equals 16. 16 times 4 is 64. 64 times 4 is 256. So, ibig sabihin, yung common ratio na meron tayo is positive 4. Okay. Another one. Identify the common ratio of the given sequence below. The sequence are 5, negative 15, positive 45, and negative 135. So try to think. Okay, so try ulit natin i-divide yung preceding term sa kanyang previous term. So negative 15 divide by positive 5, dahil unlike sign sila, will give you a negative answer, which is negative 3. 45 divide by negative 15, dahil unlike sign sila, that will give you negative 3 also. Okay? So, negative 135 divides 45, dahil unlike sign ulit sila, will give you negative 3. Okay. So, try naman natin baliktarin yung process. Check natin kung tama ba yung ginawa natin. 15 times negative 3, or sorry, 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. 15 times negative 3, or negative 15 times negative 3, negative and negative, will give you positive 45. Then 45 times negative 3, dahil unlike sign sila, will give you negative 135. Therefore, the common ratio from the given sequence is negative 3. Okay? So, paano naman to? Identify the common ratio of the given below, or the given sequence below. Let's say we have negative 2, negative 10, negative 50, and negative 250. I'll give you time to think. Okay. So, try ulit natin yung process kanina. Negative 10 divided by negative 2. They are both negative. Sabi natin sa rules ng division, if like sign, the answer is always positive. So you have positive 5. Okay, so negative 50 divide negative 10 will give you also positive 5. Negative 250 divide negative 50 will give you also positive 5. Okay, so baliktarin ulit natin yung process para ma-check natin siya. Negative 2 times positive 5 will give you negative 10. Negative 10 times positive 5 will give you negative 50. Negative 50 divide positive 5 will give you negative 250. Therefore, the common ratio from this example is positive 5. How about this? Identify the common ratio of the given sequence below and give the next two terms. Okay, let's try this one. The sequence below are 7, 14, 28, and 56. Try to think what will be the common ratio and the next two terms from the given. Okay, so unahin natin muna yung paghahanap ng ating common ratio. 14 divide 7 will give you 2. Okay. 28 divide 14 will give you also 2. 56 divide 28 is also 2. So it means the common ratio is positive 2. Ngayon, alamin naman natin what will be the next two terms. Siyempre, 56 multiply natin by 2 will give you 112. And 112 multiply natin by 2, you have 224. Okay. So, another example. Identify the common ratio of the given sequence below and give the next two terms. The sequence are -4, 12, -36, and +108. Okay, so identify muna natin yung ating common ratio. 12 divided by -4 will give you -3. -36 divided by 12 will give you also -3. 108 divided by 36 will give you also -3. Therefore, the common ratio is -3. How about the next two terms? So 108 multiplied by -3 will give you -24. And -24 multiplied by -3 will give you positive 972. Okay, so another. Identify the common ratio of the given sequence below and give the next two terms. The sequence are -5, -20, -80, and -320. So I'll give you time to think. Okay, so you have -20 divided by -5 will give you +4. -80 divided by -20 will give you also +4. And -320 divided by -80 is also +4. Okay, so now the common ratio here is +4. How about the next two terms? So we'll just simply multiply. -320 times 4 will give you -1280. Okay, then how about the next one? -1280 multiplied by 4 is -5120. Okay, very good. So ngayon, nalaman na natin paano makukuha yung common ratio ng isang geometric sequence. So, subukan naman natin ngayon i-identify kung yung given sequence ba ay arithmetic sequence o geometric sequence. Tatandaan lang natin na kapag arithmetic sequence, ang pattern nila ay meron silang common difference. While si geometric sequence naman, meron silang common ratio. Okay? So, identify kaya natin itong una. Arithmetic sequence or geometric sequence? Okay, so analyze natin. Ang sequence natin ay 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, so on and so forth. As you can see, yung sequence pattern natin dito is by adding by 2. Very good. So, ibig sabihin, yung sequence natin dito is arithmetic sequence. How about this? 5, 10, 20, 40, and 80. Is this arithmetic sequence or geometric sequence? Okay, so check natin yung pattern. Yung 5 naging 10, 10 will become 20, 20 will become 40, and 40 will become 80. As you observe, nagkaroon tayo ng, okay, you'll just simply multiply it by 2. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong common ratio na positive 2. It means this sequence is a geometric sequence. How about this one? We have 1, negative 3, 9, negative 27, positive 81. Okay? So, as you observe, no, nag-multiply lang tayo ng, ng negative 3. So, 1 multiplied by negative 3 is a negative 3. Negative 3 multiplied by negative 3 is a positive 9. Positive 9 multiplied by negative 3 is negative 27. Negative 27 times negative 3 is positive 21. So it means this sequence is geometric sequence. Okay? So another. You have here negative 5, negative 15, negative 45, and negative 125. Okay, so let us try to check or analyze first. Negative 5 will become negative 15 by multiplying positive 3. Okay, so negative 5 times 3, negative 15, negative 15 times 3, negative 45, negative 45 times 3, negative 125. This sequence is a geometric sequence. Okay, how about this? 80, 60, 40, 20, and 0. Okay, so kung napapansin natin, it is decreasing by 20. So, ibig sabihin, this sequence is arithmetic sequence. Another, 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, so on and so forth. Is this arithmetic sequence or geometric sequence? Okay? So, makikita natin ano yung pattern na meron tayo. Okay, by adding 4. 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 4, 11, 11 plus 4, 15, 15 plus 4, 19. So, dahil nag-add tayo, ibig sabihin, this sequence is arithmetic sequence. Very good.